Welcome back to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program. Target Individual Experience. Yeah, woman here in front of me. So what do you see? Left the house, woman walking in front of me. What color was the bag she had on? Brown bag. Brown bag, brown bag. Right? Another brown bag. So the use of colors. Again. On top of that, she comes and she sits in front of me. And deliberately showing me her transfer. And so why is that? Because again, they're tracking my movement on the transit through my my Metro card. My Metro card because I will have to use coins later, change to get back on the bus because I think I'm running out of bus fare, so I gotta go back to the train station and refill my car. But that's what they'll do. They'll do these little things like that in order to, send you these little subliminals that yeah, we're still surveilling you, right? We're surveilling you, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I already know that. Again, a lot of shit they do is redundant, but they need to do because that's what psychological operations work, right? It's the constant barragement of psychological tactics and methods in order to do what? To condition, right? To create paranoia, to create fear, to create a sense of powerlessness, hopelessness, right? To create a sense of confusion, right? So that way, when they manipulate your mind in a way that affects your psychological, so it affects your psychology as well as your cognitive ability, right? That is how they can now engage in the destruction, right? But they'll have you doing the action, right? Based off of their psychological operation and their corporate operation. But the public is not seeing the invisible hands, right? The people that are ultimately responsible who are engaging in such behavior against you. They just see you acting in a detrimental way, right? Whether against yourself or someone else. So therefore they can blame you. Again, which brings me back to the whole transit thing of them using this is how they framed it. Their transit, New York Transit's authority is looking at a holistic way to help reduce the amount, the fare beating, right? And I'm like, listen, look at how they use terminology. Look at how they use certain words to sanitize certain things. Okay, so what kind of psychological operations or tactics are they going to use? They don't want to deal with the problem of unemployment, lack of resources, right? So who do you think is going to be affected by this the most? Is it white people? When you look at the vast majority of people who get on the transit system, right? Not paying the fare because, again, lack of money, because they're poor, right? So I want you to understand what it is that they're doing and how they have entrapped the public, and again, catch-22, by making them accept what's being done to us as TIs, particularly, speaking for myself, to me also, right? And once they get the public to accept what they're doing to somebody else, okay, and usually black people accept this stuff, because again, our affinity for whiteness, our love of whiteness, and white people in positions of power, right? and their pastors, their black pastors, okay, that once you get them to be involved in this stuff, then you can do it to them also. And guess what? Because again, it's going to be done to predominantly poor black people, right? Black and brown, black and Hispanic people, not black and brown, but black and Hispanic people. Okay? And guess what? Those white people ain't gonna say shit. Those Asian people ain't gonna say shit. Those Arab people ain't gonna say shit. Right? Because guess what? They ain't gonna say, well, listen, look what you did to your own. Now you want to complain when this shit is being done to you too, maybe in a different way, but you know, it's still psychological conditioning, right? So again, we lack the fundamental understanding of these individuals. I'm talking about the dark triads, and those in positions of power, right? The wealthy, those who believe that it's perfectly okay to do what they're doing to me, and then have you participate in it, and you, the general public, the perps of the general public. So that way, when it's being done to you, you can't say shit, right? So again, I laugh at it because as TIs, we have to look at these things and laugh at it because, you know, I laugh at them, and actually not it, but laugh at them. You know, it's like that saying goes, right? First they came for my neighbor who was a Jew, and I didn't say nothing. Then they came for the rest of his family who was Jewish, and I didn't say nothing. Then they came for my boss who was Jewish, and I didn't say nothing. Right? And eventually, when they took everybody away, what's going to happen when they come for me? Right? Again, I want, you know, these things are, you know, people say these things because these things are profound, and they say this because they understand the mindset of how the public can be conditioned a certain way, right? Just like how you see the majority of people accepting the fact that Israel is committing genocide, even black dumbasses. I shouldn't say black, but European dumbasses, right? Because of their religion. But you know, the Jews, they helped crucify Jesus. Jesus never existed. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And even Jewish people too, these European Jewish people, they are the original Jews. Okay, they're not the original Hebrews or the Judeans, right? Or I should say the Judeans, because it was never a J, or the Hebrews. But these are European converts. It goes back to the Khazar Empire. They're Europeans, okay? Eastern Europeans, to be exact, from the Caucasus Mountains, right? Who converted to Judaism in the 9th century. But yet they convinced the world that they are the so-called descendants of the people of the Bible, right? Of the Hebrews. So why don't they call themselves Hebrews? Why Judeans? Why they call themselves Jewish? And why they tell the Ethiopian Hebrew Israelite, would they rather be Hebrews or would they rather be Jewish? See, they make the distinction. Right? The Christianized Europeans, they don't even think about that, right? Why are they making the distinction between Jewish and Hebrew? Right? So, yeah, something you gotta think about. And yeah, talk to you guys soon.